episode 30. Thanks for tuning in to the mini-sode series of A Doctor's Perspective podcast brought to you by me, Dr. Justin Trosclair. If you want to know what the top episodes of 2017 and 2018 were for this show, just go to adoctorsperspective.net/top1718. That's all you got to do. You'll get a list of the top 10, and actually it's more like the top 11 or 12 because there were some ties of the last 2 years. Oh, strap in. Today's episode is going to be phenomenal, in my opinion. It's from the podcast Capitalism, and it's about e-commerce and the changes from Ezra Firestone. If you don't know who Ezra Firestone is, look him up. He's a big deal in this e-commerce business. So it's going to be about marketing, and it's going to be about a little bit about like the ad structure and Facebook Messenger stuff. Okay, so the first thing he was talking about was the Chinese and how they buy so much from WeChat and Taobao, at least once per month. And it's like billions of people. And I can tell you, that is definitely accurate. Here, we don't have to actually use credit cards or even cash anymore over the last 2 or 3 years. Like my first year in China, it wasn't a thing. You still had to have cash. But then when I came back a year later, everybody's like, yeah, you use WeChat. So the grocery store, everywhere you go, the taxi, everything is WeChat. And then Taobao is like Amazon. So you know how Americans are with Amazon. It's the same thing with Taobao, but even more so because everything's cheap and knockoffs. All right, let's move on. This was a cool thing. 2/3 of people research on mobile, but they buy on desktop. Now we're talking about America. 2/3 research on mobile, but they buy on desktop. So in mobile, they want to get aware of the product. Let me do some research, what's going on. Maybe they don't trust their phone to make payments on the internet. But what that means is when you're retargeting people, you need to retarget on the desktop and the tablet. So save your money on mobile, retarget them on desktop and tablet. One thing they mentioned, there's a lot of people that do e-commerce with Amazon. And they're like, remember, your cash flow is from Amazon, but you literally own nothing. So you got to find a way to get their email address. That way you own your list. You can always email them to get sales, reconnect, build a tribe. When you're doing a Facebook ad, you want to do stacking of like interest and behaviors. You know, there's interests of, I like cats. Okay. Behavior. And they made a purchase when they were on an iPad with Wi-Fi only. Okay, that's a pretty specific target audience right there. Once you find those people and you made these sales, you can create a lookalike audience of that. Another thing you can do is when you're making videos and you're trying to target like the cats who've made purchases, you can do a lookalike audience just based on the people who watch 95% of your video. Because those people are super motivated. They've already consumed your content. They're engaged. Just maybe they didn't click the button to buy or to click. So definitely retarget those people. Also, people like to click faces. So if there's a way to incorporate a face in your click or in your ad picture, go for it. Facebook Messenger is growing really quickly. They are doing in Messenger buying. So millennials are loving that. And they're moving to like one-click purchases, which will be cool. So one of the pushes here is to get Facebook Messenger subscribers and their email. And if you can do that at the same time in your process or having a different funnel for that, that's the best way to do it. They're just saying like, because Facebook has such strict rules with the Messenger, right? Right now it's free, but it's like having your own email list. So if a customer engages with you on Messenger, you have 24 hours to try to get them to buy something, and then you have to stop. So here we go. How to set up your post. You ready for this? The normal post with an image projecting social proof, whatever that means for you. You might have a person, but some way of producing social proof. When you start with your ad, use some brackets and use emojis as your bullet points. So somehow put a little bracket there, and then instead of bullet points, use an emoji. People love emojis, apparently. When you're writing something, you can say, hey, say in the comment something cool, say yes, something easy to spell, because if they can't spell it right, then it won't like trigger the messenger correctly. So if they say, here's the PDF, if you like it, say yes. And then they say, yeah, and then they get it. And once they comment yes, MiniChat, the program that's behind the scenes when you automate your messenger, will reply in Messenger. And I'll ask them like, hey, thanks for replying on a post. If you write give or coupon, we can actually give you that coupon or give you that PDF now. So the ad or the post is encouraging you. Yeah, it's actually a post. So what I was just describing was a post. I'm sorry if I said it's an ad. It's actually a post first. Just say, hey, are you interested in this free PDF? Just reply yes. They say yes. And this is set up in MiniChat, boom, it'll send you a message in Messenger, and it'll just say, hey, if you want that PDF, you want that coupon, write coupon, write whatever you want. And then they are subscribed to your Facebook Messenger. MiniChat is going to go all automated, and now you've got the subscriber. What you can also do is send them to a landing page from Messenger. So they hit the Messenger and it says, hey, click this link to get that PDF. Boom, they click the link and then there's a landing page and you can get your email and you get your coupon. And then now you also got their email and you got them pixeled, so it's easy to retarget. Now, if you're going to go ahead and do an ad style of this, they don't want you to say yes. So you just have to put click here. And then Messenger open, and it'll click the yes, and then they're subscribed. So it's just a little bit different. The one thing they said, if you're going to do an automated in the Messenger, the last 2 sentences, you got to have a button there because 36% will click that. So that button or that link, if it's going to be your last message for them to complete their series, should definitely have something to click because 36% of them will click that. All right. I know I got a little confusing on that one. Re-listen to it, or by all means, find it on their actual podcast. I mean, he goes deep into a lot more detail than that. I was just trying to give you the cliff notes, but it just comes down to getting people to reply. I'm sure you've done it. Replying yes to a post that you have. And then once they do that, it gets sent to ManyChat. And then you ask them to, hey, type this word and you'll get the PDF, or visit this landing page and then you can get it. And then the ad, it's already set up to click it, so you don't have to ask them to click it. They just do it. Okay, that's my last summary of that. Signing off. We just went # behind the curtain.